Tom, thanks so much. Now, every night on 6:30 Central, we take a closer look at our daily COVID-19 numbers and bring you a little more context. And as promised, we want to start with the state's vaccination effort. It's been almost 2 months now since Arkansas received its first batch of vaccines. Since then, Pfizer and Moderna have shipped more than 610,000 doses and given almost 400,000 to healthcare workers, educators, and Arkansans 70 and over. So far, we've used about 65% of our current supply. And while we're talking vaccines, let's take a look at how we're doing compared to other states. As of today, between 8 and 10% of Arkansas's population has received at least one dose of the vaccine, and that's on par with the majority of the country. Let's focus on our new cases now. 637 infections reported in the last 24 hours. We're used to seeing smaller jumps at the beginning of the week. Today's report's nearly half as many as last Monday's. And if you look closely, you'll notice it's also the second smallest increase we've seen since November 1st. Finally, let's take a look at our recent deaths. That's 30 more COVID-related deaths we've reported in Arkansas since yesterday. And as you can see, today's update comes after 2 days of relatively smaller jumps. We've started to see a decline in cases, new cases, hospitalizations, and now health officials are hoping we start to see that trend continue in our daily death numbers. It's a similar story nationally. New coronavirus cases and hospitalizations are dropping across the country as the race to vaccinate Americans ramps up. But COVID-related deaths are still on the increase, and health officials are concerned new variants will reverse positive progress. Variants first detected in the UK, South Africa, and Brazil are spreading across the country, with the strain found in the UK moving the fastest. Dr. Anthony Fauci says the good news is that the current vaccines are effective against it. But his colleagues at the CDC, Dr. Rochelle Walensky, says we cannot let our guard down.
Have yet to control this pandemic. We really need to keep all of the mitigation measures at play here.
Keeping an eye on the stats following the Super Bowl.